We've all been hurt. We've all been heartbroken. There have been situations, love, career, friendships, family members that have all kind of crumbled beneath our feet in time in life, where we have this programming where love and relationships in general, situations, are fleeting, right? That they might be hot and heavy, and then they only lead to disconnection, disappointment, confusion, heartbreak, and pain, and sadness, and grief, and loss. And I'm channeling this energy here this afternoon because there are some people out here in the collective that are going through a major awakening. And this is a speed bump, a road bump here for you, okay? An obstacle, if you will. And God is really coming through and highlighting for you that in your heart, there's inner conflict, and that is what is keeping you stuck in the notion and the cycle of anxiety, of fear, a fear of following your heart, fear of taking the lead on things that make you happy. Okay, 111 on my timestamp. This message here is to clear your conscious, to help you evolve, eradicate, okay? And I know that fears don't just disappear, right? But maybe if you can better understand where that fear is, conditioned within you, or maybe even kind of just highlight here for you in general, why there is this apathetic feeling of always facing failure, okay? And when we are stuck in that programming here, beautiful souls, it can be a little bit difficult to get out of, right? And if you find it difficult to really kind of do that inner work and try to understand why that's happening, it's always best to reflect that. Always mirror things back to you is a great way. But like within this energy here, it's as if like many of you are trying your damnedest to really get yourself out of like a pitfall, like a pit, like a hole. Like they're showing me like a hole, right? A pit. And it's kind of like change the perspective. They're telling me rejection, disappointment, okay? And they're telling me light codes. So my beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors of the highest white light and decree only, my beautiful higher self, let the light on. What can we tell my beautiful viewer about this energy? Who's resonating? Thank you. Look it. You hung up. Wishy-washy, back and forth, flighty energy here, okay? So maybe this is something that you're accustomed to, right? With the Six of Wands. This is something that you've consistently seen, right? And experienced. Look at it. In the past, childhood. For some of you, it could be past life energy here as well through cell memory, all right? You may not be fully conscious of it, but you are holding on to past life pain here that is coming to the surface for you to look at here to release, drop that burden, right? This message here is to enlighten you on this wishy-washy, this hot and cold energy, this flighty energy here, okay? There's an energy coming through where many of you guys are keeping yourself hung up in this kind of like limbo state because you are meant to surrender whatever this kind of conditioning or programming is surrounding flighty energy, okay? So if you've had past experiences here where people or situations have been hot and cold, left to right, there's no stability, you don't know if you can trust, you don't know what to believe, X, Y, and Z in flighty energy, right? They want you to recognize this. Look it. I have yes and yes, back to back, okay? They're telling me not every experience is the same, okay? So if in the past you have experienced this was a lesson of some sort. How can you break yourself out of this energy to reflect it, right? To reflect, to mirror to you why that experience happened to you. Because then if we're sitting in that energy, resonating in that energy, then yes, you're going to continue to attract it. But also this is an energy like God is coming in and saying, release that energy. We're highlighting that for you. Not all relationships are failures, right? There is joy, there is ultimate bliss, there's happiness, there's a lot of inner child healing that is within this energy here, okay? It's a cold, detached energy, all right? So if in your heart, you are remaining cold and detached from warmth, from the warmth of the sun, from the warmth of joy and peace and love, that's a major red flag. Why are you bringing up this flighty energy? Let's help my beautiful viewer get past this flighty energy. Okay, this is happiness. Look, this is a cycle, okay? Within home, within emotional satisfaction and fulfillment here, okay? This is family related. And this is also telling, us, that you have been cycling in it. And for a majority of people, it is a karmic cycle, right? Where you continue to cycle into the same conditioning here, afraid that it's just fixed energy in your life. Now, if you have experienced flighty, impulsive, hot and cold, wishy-washy energy, where are you projecting that energy within yourself? That's how you learn this lesson. That's how you turn it back around, right? So if you dealt in the past with situations, people that were back and forth or hot and cold with you, where are you being hot and cold with yourself? Where are you being wishy-washy with yourself? Where are you not trusting yourself, right? Where are you not allowing yourself to stabilize? It's a lesson to be learned here, okay, within emotional fulfillment, all right? There's an emotional gap, like a gaping hole, right? This pit, okay? Because look it. They need to recognize that you are afraid to take action. You are afraid of a successful relationship, career, partnerships in general here, in fear of heartbreak and loss and sadness, okay? So what you do is you just stop, put a halt, you just don't even move forward. But then all you're doing is actually experiencing the loss of true happiness, right? They're telling me use your discernment here, okay? So if you can read the room, right? So we're all intuitive here, beautiful souls. All you have to do is quiet the mind. Take some nice deep breaths, get into a meditative state, go sit out in nature, up against a tree, and allow yourself to absorb stillness. And what will be highlighted is what's holding you back, what grief needs to be released, right? What sadness, what anger, what resentment, what loss needs to be grieved. It's grieve. Okay, there's a grieving here that needs to happen so that you can expand past this karmic lesson. Society has built us to fear, and with personal experience here as well. Like I've experienced this as well, right? Where it took me a lot of layers to break through the conditioning of the betrayal and the deception and the trickery and the heartache that I have experienced in this life. And this is not only with like love relationships, this is with my family. This is going into past lives. I've been doing a lot of past life healing here lately, and it's troublesome to become aware of the things that we've experienced and that we hold on to for lifetimes. And it's like a karmic clearing here. Okay, this is karmic clearing. So can we get a closing message for the person who resonates here, please, my beautiful angels? Look at the heart of source, okay? All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity, right? So, pardon me, whatever this is to get you to open your heart. Radical acceptance of who you are, what you want to experience, and let go of everything else that does not align with what you want to experience. And remember that fear is an illusion. It's not real. It is a mock-up, a makeup of our ego in its form of protection to keep us away from potential danger, right? We have to release the idea of danger and encompass unconditional love and trust, especially within ourselves. The confidence, the inner power, the inner knowing. Look at, to create, all right? It says supernova, creation, renewal, rebirth by light. So when you let go of this idea, this fear, this whatever you need to grieve, you're going to be rebirthed into the light and come into unconditional love, for you and all of the situations in love that you're calling in.